TUGS Harbour Life. Adapted by Ellis Pagan from an original story outline by David Mitton. Ellis Pagan also reads the story alongside Chris Dale. The tugboat, for its size, is the most powerful craft afloat. And the Starr Tugs are the power behind the docks and waterways that make up the big city port. This is TUGS. Sunshine's first season as part of my Starfleet was filled with many adventures for both him and the other tugs. Some were good, some were bad, some were happy, and some were sad. But I'll always remember the time when he really proved himself as part of the fleet. It was not long after I had acquired him, and the day had started like any other, with myself about to give the 6:30 morning briefing. Hercules was having a conversation with the young switcher, and I was just in time to catch the tail end of it.
By the way, Sunshine,
He said,
if you are to be a Starr Tug, you are expected to uphold the high standards we Stars are renowned for in the big city port. Oh yes. What I'm trying to say, sweetheart, is that we're not known for pinking, so kindly don't make a habit of it. Understood, my dear?
I soon got down to the matter at hand, the briefing.
Good morning, Starfleet. Before we begin, I'd like to say to you all, well done for winning us the ocean liner contract. Right to business.
The Starr Tugs listened eagerly.
I've managed to line up a contract to deliver the goods of the melon produce company upriver. 10 cents, seeing as last week you proved yourself worthy of big jobs, you'll be in charge of transporting them.
Right, Captain Starr.
Warrior,
I continued.
you won't be on garbage detail today. I've landed you a job at the sugar beet factory.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best, sir, said an excited warrior.
Top hat,
I said.
there are a few whistling boys that need transporting to the liner dock. If we're going to tow the Duchess in every time she needs to dock, she'll need to know where to moor.
Oh, yes, moaned Top Hat. I'm on it. He wasn't too fond of whistling boys. The noises they made bothered him a lot.
Big Mac,
I went on.
see if you can find any tramp steamers that need bringing into port. But if you see Izzy Gomez, make no attempt to give him a tow.
Right.
Oh, one final thing.
I said as I began to wrap up the briefing.
Sunshine, you might need to stay here. The jobs I've assigned to the others today are far too dangerous for someone as small as you.
Oh, okay, sir.
The sugar beet factory, as its name suggests, was where a plant known as sugar beet was grown. Warrior's job was to transport the fully grown sugar beets to the sugar manufacturing plants. You see, sugar was an important part of big city ports industry, as it was worth a great deal of money to whoever would land the contract to transport it. The factory owned a rainbow-coloured barge called Sugar Ray, who was to work with Warrior on the day he would be transporting the sugar beet plants. Right, what am I doing? Asked Warrior.
Well, Warrior,
Said Sugar Ray.
I think you're supposed to deliver the sugar beets. Don't worry, I'll help you.
So Warrior took Sugar Ray, loaded with sugar beet, along the waters that led to the sugar manufacturers. On his way, he noticed a shortcut, which he believed could get him to the factory faster.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Sugar Ray said cautiously. But Warrior took no heed of Sugar Ray's warnings, and he also didn't notice that along the shortcut was a tree with branches that hung very low indeed. Before he had any time to react, the branches swung out and hit his stack, denting it. What was that? Was all Warrior had to say. Warrior soon came to the first sugar manufacturing plant, where Sugar Ray would be unloaded. This gave Warrior some time to talk to OJ, who was waiting for him.
Oh, PU!
Remarked OJ.
Transporting sugar beets, are we? I think I prefer it when you're working with Lord Stinker.
Meanwhile, Big Mac was looking for any tramp steamers he could tow in, but he didn't expect that the first one he would see was Izzy Gomez.
Hey, Big Mac, old pal.
Said the rusty South American tramper.
I need a dough.
Big Mac didn't look convinced. He said,
Why should I? I've got some bananas to take up to San Juan's banana ripening warehouse, I believe.
replied Izzy.
I'll give you a good price. Well,
Thought Big Mac.
just this once, I'll do it. But if you're not telling the truth...
Big Mac attached a line to Izzy and began to tow him upriver. He had no idea that Izzy was tricking him. Nearby, Top Hat was towing a barge full of the whistling buoys. Springtime often brought windy weather with it, which meant that the buoys were whistling in the wind. As if that wasn't bad enough, some gulls landed on top of them, squawking. Top Hat didn't want anything to do with the cacophony of whistling and squawking. Oh, do I have to make a living by doing this? He sighed. Sometime later, Big Mac had taken Izzy to the banana ripening warehouse.
Here you are.
Said Big Mac.
Now, I'd like my fee, please.
Big Mac?
Came San Juan's voice from inside the warehouse.
What is easy with you, senor? We are not due another shipment of bananas for 2 weeks.
Big Mac glared at Izzy.
Wait till Captain Starr hears about this.
He said, before beginning the long journey back to the Starr Dock. Not too far away, 10 Cents was collecting his barge from the Melon Produce Company's warehouse to transport some melons downriver to Big City Port. But Zoran and Zebedee had spotted him.
10 cents, me old mate. Need a hand?
Asked Zoran.
Captain Zero thought it would be good to, help out our rivals for a change.
Lied Zebedee. 10 Cents looked suspicious. He was well aware of when Zip and Zug had pushed Big Mac onto a sandbank last week.
Okay,
Said 10 Cents cautiously.
but no tricks this time.
10 Cents didn't know the two Z-Stacks were planning to get the melon contract for Captain Zero. When they were near the mudflats, it all happened too soon. Zoran moved hard on 10 Cents and he went straight into the sandbank.
Someone, help me!
Zebedee saw his chance and took his barge. At that moment, Zug came past. He was on his way back to the Zero Dock from a job upriver.
Oi, Zag,
Shouted Zoran.
tell Captain Zero we've won the melon contract. On it, Zoran.
Said Zug. He resumed his journey back to the Zero Dock with Zebedee and Zoran joining him. 10 Cents would have been stuck on the sandbank for a very long time had it not been for the spring high tide. He was soon able to get back into the water and made his way back to Big City Port. At the Starr Dock, 10 Cents told the rest of the tugs about his predicament.
And now my barge is missing. Is that so, sweetheart?
Asked Hercules.
Well, don't you worry, 10 Cents. I think I have an idea. But it'll require more tugs than just you. Yes.
Added OJ.
And I think this could be a chance for Sunshine to prove himself. Now, here's what I think we should do.
Back upriver, Zoran and Zebedee were on their way back to the Melon Produce Company's warehouse.
I'll be glad to get rid of this lot.
Said Zoran. 10 Cents and the other Starr Tugs were hidden nearby, as was Grampus.
Now, wait until I say, Sunshine.
Explained 10 Cents.
They're getting close to the warehouse.
Said a worried Sunshine.
Wait for it. Not yet. And... now!
The Starr Tugs came hard at the two Z-Stacks from both sides. They were surrounded. Sunshine was able to take back the barge, narrowly avoiding Grampus in the process.
Well done, Sunshine! You did it.
In all the excitement, 10 Cents had completely forgotten about his delivery.
Oh no. What's wrong, Boyle?
Asked OJ.
I was supposed to deliver the melons 2 hours ago. The clients will be mad that I was late. Don't you worry, 10 Cents.
OJ said.
Have you ever heard the saying, better late than never? Yeah, I guess you're right.
Grampus then resurfaced.
Oh, you might be all right, 10 cents,
He said, pouting,
but who's going to pay for my broken periscope?
and all the tugs couldn't help but laugh in amusement at Grampus's predicament and enjoy at how Sunshine had really proved himself as part of my Star Fleet.